A very good evening, my dear Silent Rose family. The other day I happened to come across a very interesting quote, and the quote went like this: Your calling is going to crush you. Not the most motivational quote we were all looking forward to, right? And I was very surprised by this because right now I'm in a phase in my life where I really desire from the bottom of my heart to know and understand what is my calling. This is a tireless question I have been asking Jesus to reveal the answer to me. But in a way, the quote makes sense because the only way to learn more about your calling is to actually go through the challenges that shape the person you need to be to accept the calling from God. My dear friends, many times we've all sat in many mathematics classes and we've solved a countless number of mathematical problems as well. And sometimes to arrive at the answer, you kind of need to go through the problem and understand the problem statement first, and then plan out how are you going to solve that problem, and then eventually after taking those steps you arrive at the answer and the solution. It is the same way with us, dear friends. Maybe some of us are going through a very bad phase in our lives, and sometimes it might seem like this is never ending and you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But the beauty is, you're not alone in those moments, and these things, these sufferings that you're going through are not pointless. There is a point. God is shaping you to be who you are meant to be so that you can take on your calling. We see an example of this in scripture where Jacob, before he was named Israel, had to wrestle with a heavenly being, an angel most likely, and have his hip broken before he was ready to step into the role that God had called him towards. Before he stepped into his shoes, there was a phase where he wrestled with God. And so, likewise, if you are called to mend the brokenhearted, how will you know how to do that unless you wrestle with a broken heart yourself? My dear friends, the challenging phase that you are going through is a refining process, a molding process. It is shaping you to become the person who you need to be to best help the people that you are called to help. And this is why it is important to first be crushed by your call. Have a blessed evening, dear friends. God bless.